Hello, martial arts fans and anime lovers. Today we're going to dive headfirst into the adrenaline-pumping world of Baki. Join us as we step into the ring with Baki Hanma, a young martial artist with a thirst for battle and a world teeming with legendary fighters. From bone-crushing battles to mind-bending techniques, this anime serves up a hefty dose of action and intensity. Get ready to explore the raw power, fierce rivalries, and unique blend of martial arts and mayhem that defines Baki. It's time to unleash your inner warrior and join us in this anime review. The anime was created by TMS Entertainment for Netflix. It is based on the manga by Itagaki Kasuke. The plot is almost identical to the original. Plot development, fights, characters correspond to the original, which is a bit surprising considering the client. For those who don't know, Netflix has become known for its strange choice of actors and changing the characters in its series. For example, in the series based on the manga anime Death Note, one of the main characters is a white Japanese L, was not similar in appearance and character to himself in the original, and the other main character, Yagami Light, is similar to the original, but acquired changes in character. So you would expect Hanma Yujiro to be a woman fighting for equal rights in martial arts, his son to be dark-skinned, Shibukawa Goki, and Tokugawa to be old men who love children, Kayu Retsu and Orochi Katsumi to be gay, and only Biscuit Oliva to be unchanged. But as I wrote above, there's nothing wrong with that. The anime copies the manga frame by frame. The changes are minor, and almost all of them happen in the last episode. As the season progresses, there are occasional character backstories to remind the viewer who they are. Sure, it's been 17 years since the last season, and some viewers weren't even born then, and the manga is even longer. And these inserts should be considered a plus, since the old-timers who know the character will be reminded just in case, and the newcomers will be quickly brought up to speed. What were some of the plot changes? Not showing the problem of Ali Sr.'s fighting style in the fight with Igari, not showing Ali Jr.'s scene with Yujiro, and the pseudo-solution to that problem, severely shortening Ali Jr.'s fight and the solution to that problem. But these are all minor things that were neglected to avoid cluttering up the narrative even more. The cutscenes at the end were probably necessary for the quick transition from the Outlaw arc to the Kaio tournament, and the need to keep the episodes on time. Either cut that, or cut something else. So the plot adaptation was done in the best way possible. I said about the frame-by-frame copying of the manga, but what about the other aspects? The characters generally look good, and there are examples of this above, but sometimes you can see the changes with the manga. Some characters have more detail in their faces, others have less and have a different feel to them. The reason for these changes can be given, but it's not a sure thing. Maybe the animators decided to add a little bit of themselves. Maybe they felt more comfortable drawing that way. Maybe they decided to adapt the characters to the current world, Yujiro as if to add age. In any case, it adds a minus point because it is non-canon, although the differences are insignificant, and those who have not seen the manga will not notice them at all. The quality of the art is usually on a good level, but sometimes there are glitches that become local memes. Battles are usually slow, few frames, static, repetitive. Dynamism is created by the shaking of the picture and the speed of the change of blows, Mazgi, but such techniques are often used in anime. If you want, you can look at the parsing of scenes of other anime. Another disadvantage is 3D graphics, which were added from time to time to give dynamism, but it cut the eyes with low quality. Fortunately, their quantity gradually decreased, and in the end, they disappeared. By the way, it was similar in Season 2, when the opening and a part of the season were in 3D, and the characters looked so bad there too. In general, 3D in anime is bad. Berserk will not lie. Almost all of the above problems are easy to explain. Budget. Fighter Baki is not a super popular manga like Naruto/Boruto/One Piece, and its budget is not huge, so you have to cut down on the quantity and quality of shots. It is unlikely that Netflix decided to spend a lot of money on something that is not factual. If they had made 13 episodes instead of 26, it probably would have been very good. But cramming an arc of criminals into 13 episodes while maintaining a coherent plot is extremely difficult. In the end, there are a lot of problems that make it hard to consider the visuals in the third season incredible, but it's not bad, and tries to follow the original. Now let's talk about character voices. Manga is not a New Year's card, so when you open it, you have to voice the characters at your own discretion. There is little point in complaining about the quality of the voices in the original, because usually they are at least not bad, and this work is no exception. I'm not going to bash the dubbed voices either. I will say that it is listenable, although manga fans will sometimes feel pain. I will talk about the musical themes in Baki. The first and second seasons are characterized by a good visual opener for 2, with 2 sound options. There are also some good musical themes in there. The third season follows in the tradition of the first 2, and has a good, visually based opening that sounds good. There are musical themes here as well. There are a lot of them, although the vast majority are not memorable, which is common, but there are a few good ones that you can even add to your playlist. Extraneous sounds, beats, movements, backgrounds are also present and quite acceptable. The minus is the lack of cool themes that you can immediately add to your favorites and listen to all the time. The only exception is the theme of the season preview, but it does not seem to be in the anime, so the sound is quite decent, but it doesn't really stand out. All in all, I think the adaptation of the manga into the third season of the anime is a success. The authors handled the plot carefully, and it is the main thing in the work. The graphics are not bad, but there are enough mistakes. They also worked on the sound, but obviously they did not make it better than the previous seasons. This ends the review of the adaptation. If you don't want to read the plot criticism, just look at the last paragraph of this text. That's the summary of a pretty good anime. You can find tons of clips of Baki Season 3 on YouTube, with hundreds of thousands of views. I'll give you an example where Hanayama's fight with Spec is #3, and then the aforementioned Aragaki, and the dynamic melee in Naruto, where you can actually see the dynamics, not the static. That's about it. If you liked this video, do not forget to put a like and subscribe to the channel as well. I will be glad to read your opinion in the comments. All good luck and bye.